So, guys, we've got some exciting things. Again, not going to be a long call this morning. We're going to wrap it up early. We're doing a big event for Debt Free Life here in my area, and so I'm going to have to be bugging out here pretty quick to go to that. But also just didn't have a lot of content for you this morning. But what I do have, listen very close and very fast because it is exciting stuff. I was actually on a call with Jacob Pogue yesterday. Guys, some of the stuff coming down the pipeline is just so exciting. What we've got in store for this company, for each of you individually. I mean, if you are on this call and a part of this company right now, you could not be involved in this business at a better time. And we say that a lot. We've said that a lot over the last 4 years that I've been here, but it's because it just gets better and better. But really, just in what I've seen in the last 6 to 12 months, some of the things that this company's put in place with products, with marketing processes, guys, we have really got some amazing things, both on the production side and on the team building side. So I want to touch on that this morning. First on kind of what we're doing as a team. And, I kind of said, at the beginning of the year, early on in the year, we want to make this a team devoted to excellence. And, that starts with, these calls and what kind of content are we bringing to you? What kind of value are we bringing to you each and every week? So starting this month, we're actually going to be having some guest speakers come on, and maybe not on a weekly basis, but at the very minimum, every other week, we're going to be having these folks pop on and really bringing a ton of value. Some of the top level performers in the business that I've been able to make connection with and have them come on and share with you what they're doing in this business to have some amazing success. So guys, excited about that, excited about the opportunities that will be coming to you in some very good detailed training on some of these new products and processes and services coming in that are really going to take your business to the next level. Guys, we've got so many things in the pipeline. It's hard to even kind of wrap your head around what we have that is going to make your business grow and successful as we finish up the year, but then rolling into year 2020. And so these calls will become more and more important for you to make sure that you are here on time, plugged in. We are going to have some phenomenal content coming to you guys in the next few weeks to really make this a huge end of the year and then really ramp up into 2020. I'm really excited in this conversation I had with Jacob yesterday. We've got some things on the team building side and really it's a radical shift in approach and a shift for the better. One of the things that we were talking about and we've observed is there's a bit of a burnout factor. As you're growing and building, and as hey guys on the chat, let's pause that for a minute, and we've got some stuff popping up on screen here that's kind of distracting for everybody. So let's put this on pause. So guys, the things in Jacob had a builder's call yesterday. I apologize, we did not broadcast that well enough. That was on us. We should have done a little bit more on the announcements. I know some of you missed that. I'm going to post a recording today of that call, so make sure you jump on and listen to that because we're having some very big things coming down the pipe in the month of October. And we're going to improve our processes in the training, make it a much more streamlined, a much more uniform training process. And guys, this is going to be hugely impactful for each and every one of you, especially those who want to build a team. Is that ability to plug them into a system that is truly plug and play. And we've got a lot of great training resources right now, don't get me wrong, but what we've discovered looking across the hierarchy, and Jacob was talking about this, is there's a little bit of everybody's kind of got their own song and dance. And we've got to make sure that we're very focused and we're bringing people on, we're giving them the content that they need to be successful that's very relevant for them getting started very quickly and having a lot of success in this business. And in making sure that we're setting people up to succeed and win right out of the gate. And again, a lot of, that is very possible with what we're doing today, but we just need to be more intentional and more focused in that. So we've got that in the works. When I post that call on GroupMe, go listen to that if you missed it, because like I said, Jacob with that call is setting the table of the direction that we're going with the master hierarchy. But what that's also going to do for us is we're changing our approach on the training side, or no, on the recruiting side, excuse me. Too much of our recruiting has turned into what I call just kind of a shotgun approach, or just kind of a cattle call, if you will. Just run numbers through. Just get a bunch of people in, and whoever sticks, they'll figure it out. And guys, that's not a good way to run a business. That's not an efficient way to run a business. It takes a lot of emotional and mental stress to try to keep up that pace. And it's really not fair to both us as team builders, but also the people that we're bringing on, if we're just throwing numbers in the bucket and hoping people will stick. We've got to be a lot more intentional about that process. And that's going to mean moving forward, there's going to be a lot of people that we talk to, or that we do interviews with, that we're actually not hiring. That's, like I said, this has been too much for too long. This has just been too much of a cattle call where we want to get a lot of numbers in, and it's all about just how many contracts can you back. Not anymore. Moving forward, we're going to put together some very detailed processes on the recruiting training side. Now, don't get me wrong. This is still going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work, because we're going to be very intentional about who we're bringing on. But it's not going to be this nationwide run to just throw numbers up. We're going to be very intentional about the areas that we target. A lot more localized recruiting, a lot more team building in your backyard. And so I'm bringing all this up because, as I post this recording from Jacob from yesterday, you'll hear in that recording, there's going to be throughout the month of October, every week, there's going to be a call specifically on building and the changes that are coming. So the new training processes, the new recruiting scripts, and they're great. It's going to be very focused. It's going to save us a lot of time and energy, making sure that we're talking to the people that we need to be talking to, and really having highly impactful recruits. One of the things that we've always said, well, you got to hire 10 people to find 1 or 2 who are going to stick. And yes, that you can do it, but you do it that way, but that's a lot of expended energy for not a lot of return. When in reality, we could hire 3 or 4 people and be more intentional about that process, and still have 2 to 3 out of those people who are going to really be performers. And guys, for some of you who are maybe new to building and haven't done a lot of it, or maybe you're just kind of dipping your toe in the water and got some ads running, I can't tell you how exciting that idea is, because it is mentally exhausting to be running at the level that we running the kind of numbers, the number of interviews that we do every week. It will flat out drain your mind. And trust me, I speak from experience on this. I don't even know. I don't want to know, honestly, how many thousands of conversations I've had. Which, and I say that I'm very grateful for where I'm at in this business, and each and every one of you. And don't get me wrong. I've made some great connections. I've got some great people in this business. So it's by no means a failure. It's been very successful, and you can be successful doing that. Our point is, there's a better way. We can still get to those same high quality people without having to churn the numbers, without having to, to run 50 ads nationwide. There are things that we can do to be very specific and very targeted to get the high quality people, and to get those people involved in this business. Like I said, this is an exciting phase in this business. And so not only are we putting the things in place to have more success, both on production, but also on the team building side, But on the flip side, we want to make sure that we're bringing the right people in to take advantage of that, of this new system and really make it something that's worth being part of. I mean, it already is, but something that's worth going through a qualification process. Again, not just throwing numbers on the board just to have numbers, but really finding the right people who are going to value the system that we have, value the processes that we have, and see the bigger vision, what this can really be if you really plug into this thing and make it, make it your own and make it do what it's designed to do. And each and every one of you on this call can have just an amazing level of success, both from a recognition and financial standpoint, if you just embrace and plug into the system. And so that's really what we're moving to, guys. So like I said, not a long drawn out call this morning. I just want to kind of set the table for what's coming. Make sure that you are plugging in to each and every one of these calls as we post them up, guys. I can't tell you how much new content is coming down the pipe. And if you miss it, you're going to be behind. I mean, you just, and we're moving fast. We can't circle back and get you caught up. It's going to be up to you to stay up to speed and be aware of what's happening, because we got some exciting things that are going to be highly impactful, not only from a production standpoint, but I'm really excited on the business building side. Guys, I can tell you, if you haven't built at the level that we've built at, myself or Jeremiah or John Paul or any of the leaders, Julia on the team, Spencer, we've spent so many hours in interviews and conversations, and we're still going to have to do work. Don't get me wrong. This is not dodging work, but now this is going to be more focused and more intentional work with getting to better results faster. And guys, that's exciting. That is really exciting. So, guys, I see Stella just put up a question here about the schedule. The schedule, no, there is not necessarily a set schedule. There will be for October, and you'll hear that in the call that I'm going to post up on GroupMe. So make sure you go listen to that call. Jacob is actually doing a very intentional series throughout the month of October. And it's one of those things where normally he has once a month builder call, but the problem with doing this once a month is that's too long of a time frame to roll this out. This is something we want to jump on now as we roll into the end of the year, because this is the time, for those of you who don't know, or haven't been involved in the building process, coming into the end of the year, especially the first of the year, that's where we do a ton of recruiting. We have a lot of numbers coming in. And again, we really want to be intentional and make sure that we're bringing in the right people and the right numbers moving forward. So, guys, a couple announcements here. Again, leaders, the leaders event in November, just a month away, November 6th and 7th. And then they're having a debt-free life on the 8th. So if you haven't had debt-free life, it's a great time to package all that together. Go to leaders. Guys, I can't tell you how important it's going to be to get to Leaders Conference, especially now that we're having this new stuff roll out in October. I mean, it's going to be more impactful than ever. It's going to be one of the most impactful events that you can attend. But now that we've got some of these new protocols and some of these new things coming down the pipe, you want to be there. Okay, you guys want to be there. So make sure that you get to that event.
Hey, Chris, can I add one thing?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just wanted to add a little bit on that and kind of some additional color commentary as it relates to Leadership Conference. And I've kind of heard this and been asked this by different people, and it's a recurring theme. And in fact, I had the same question earlier last year when I first, late in the year last year, early in my start here, when I kept hearing leadership conference, and sometimes people make the misinterpretation that is only for agency owners or equity partners, and if you're already a leader within the company, and certainly that's true. but it's also for folks who want to be a leader and you're looking to grow and build a team, and folks who are team leaders or key leaders. And if you're wanting to learn from the best and understand what it is, what it takes to build a team, it's for everyone. It's not just for folks who are already leaders within the organization. If you're a leader in your mind and that's what you want to do with this company, you should be there.
No, absolutely, and that's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up, because that, yeah, and actually, guys, this meeting used to be in its origination, it was key leader and above, and what the company realized as time went by that there's a lot of people that just haven't arrived there, but in their mind and their intention, they're agency owners. And for them to get to where they wanted to go, they need to be around that level of individuals. So, this is definitely an event where the people who are there are the people that you want to be around, top level performers. And in everything that we talk about at that meeting is inside baseball. I mean, it's what's coming down the pipe on the company level. It's things that the company's working on behind the scenes, things that they roll out there that they don't even roll out at conference, because it's designed for the people who are business minded. So if you want to build a business, if you want to build an agency, get to that meeting. Cruise in April, guys, sign up for the cruise. Get it while you can. We got a lot of you who already jumped on that. You want to take advantage the payment plans that they're putting out. If you don't want to cop up the full full boat, so to speak, right out of the gate, then you can go ahead and put it on a very nice, comfortable payment plan. So take advantage of that. And looking at my notes here, I think is it. Yep. All right, guys. All I had for you this morning, but do be very intentional. Get on these calls moving forward. If you see somebody is not on one of these calls that should be, one of your team, make sure they get on next week, because starting next week we're going to start a new series. We're going to have some guest speakers, but we're going to have some very impactful content moving forward on making sure that you can take this business to levels that you never even thought or dreamed possible. And it is exciting for it's exciting for what's coming in how forward thinking not only the company is in the products and services, but also how forward thinking our leaders are, like Jacob Poe, and how he's been spending so much time digging into the numbers and what can he do at his level to make life easier for all of us. Guys, be plugging into that stuff too, because that's going to be huge for your business. So great to have you all on. I'll get that link posted up here in a little bit. Be looking for that, and excited to see each and every one of you crush it in October. Again, this is the insurance selling season, so take advantage of that, and make sure you get out there, get your week set up to have the level of success that you want to have. So, guys, have a great weekend of dialing, and we will see you on the call next week.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.